maybe that was not very true. I was just maybe a bit overconfident or just trying to convince myself that I'm a night person, whereas I was not. If you have watched my previous video on the day on the life of a IIT Bombay computer science student, you must have seen that I wake up quite early in the morning at around 6 o'clock, and sometimes even before that. So many of my friends and many of my subscribers, they just ask me that why do you wake up so early? And because what happens is that most of the students here and in almost every college in India, what happens is that they wake up around 5 to 10 minutes before the class time and just get ready very quickly and just go to the class. And even in IIT, it's not that the classes are very early, except for 1 or 2 days. They are at around 11 o'clock or something like that. 11, sometimes 9:30. So it's not that it's too early, but still I wake up at 6 o'clock every day. So why is the reason for that, and how is it affecting what I do? That's what I'm going to share right now. So I'll just tell you how it all started. Around a year back, I used to wake up at around just maybe half an hour, 45 minutes before the class, get ready real quick, and I used to sleep around 7 hours before that. So if the class was at 11 o'clock, I used to sleep at around say 3 a.m., sometimes even 2 a.m., 2.5 a.m., 4 a.m. at times, and I have even slept at 5:30 a.m. at one point in my life on one or 2 days. So and I'll just explain what used to happen on those days when I used to sleep at 3 a.m. So the schedule of those days used to be such that I used to get exhausted at around 11 or 12 p.m. and still I used to study a bit for something or the other. Or sometimes I used to just hang out in the canteen with a few friends and have some crazy amount of food and soft drinks and all of that. And it was not really adding to any kind of productivity to me or to any of my friends at all. And what was happening was that after 11, I used to think that I'm gaining a bit by trying to study after 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. but nothing used to get into my brain. And the time which I spent hanging out and all of that, that was really unproductive. Like, you should have certain amount of friendship and relationships with people, but I thought that was not really adding to any kind of productivity to me or to anyone's life. In fact, it was just a waste of time. The period from 11 p.m. to 3 p.m, I used to become quite fatigued at 11, and after that I still used to wake up for 4 more hours. And what I used to do in the morning was that I used to compensate those 3 or 4 hours by waking up late in the morning. And I'll just tell you that I'm more of a morning person. You have to wake up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever your school timing is, because your waking up time is dictated by your school, right? But in college that does not happen, and which is why most of the students, especially first year students, end up waking up very late and sleeping very late and all of that. So the message here is not that I will tell you that early to wake and early to rise makes someone healthy, wealthy. I'm not going to say all of that bullshit to you. I'll just mention some practical and significant facts. My most productive hours were in the morning, like say 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. or till 10 a.m. They are one of my most productive hours, and I am sacrificing them. And what I'm doing instead in the night is I'm just studying without understanding anything, or just hanging out mindlessly without any productivity at all. And I think that was really, really bad, and it continued for quite some time. And my whole schedule, my biological cycle got affected because of that, and overall life was getting a bit stressful. And so I just thought around my third semester or something that maybe it's time to take the matter into my hands, and this model cannot sustain. So I decided that I should now wake up early and sleep at a very proportionate amount of time. So for example, I decided to wake up at 7:30 because my classes were at around 8:30 or so. 7:30 I used to wake up, got ready in 1 hour, attended class at 8:30, and on those days where there were classes at 11 or something, I used to still wake up at 7:30 and study a bit before the classes, and I found that very, very productive. After that, and I used to sleep at around 12:30 or so, 12:30, but still I used to find that the period from 11 to 12:30 was not so productive. And now as you say that's 7:30, that's not 6 o'clock. So what happened with me was that some time back I had an interaction with a very great mentor of mine. He mentioned that I need to develop my physical strength and I need to develop some spiritual energy inside me. So he just advised me that maybe I should go running around to the temple in the campus in which I'm sitting and filming this video. It's a really, really great view here. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I go for a morning jog from 6 to 6:45 or 7 or something, and I meditate here for quite some time, and then I go back and get ready and have my breakfast and everything and get ready for studying or doing whatever the hell I want to at around 8. So I am filming this video at around 7:30 or so. So you can see, earlier I used to wake up at 7:30, and before that I was asleep and in my dreams at 7:30. But right now what I've accomplished, I've ran for quite some time, some maybe 3-4 kilometers I should say. Then I have meditated, got some spiritual energy inside me, and I also almost completed filming this video. So I have accomplished a lot more than what I used to earlier in a very short span of time in early morning, and I still have a lot of day left in my day to do things. So it's quite good, you can see that. So that's why I recommend waking up early, because it's helping me accomplish more of my goals. I can now because so this YouTube thing is more of a hobby thing. It's not a very full time, or I'm not very regular at all of this. So I do not really like to devote a very significant amount of my day to this. So it's only 7:30 now, and probably by 8 I will get ready, and by 8:30 or so the video will be edited and ready to upload. So I've said a lot, and this is something that is just out of hobby, and I do not want to put up a lot of my other academic time into this. So you can see that by around 9 o'clock I'm done with this week's YouTube, and I do not have to waste any time, and the whole day apart from that, from 9 to 11 p.m. in the night, is still left for doing whatever the hell I want to, be it academics or be it any other stuff which I want to. So you can see that once you accomplish your goals early on in the day, it becomes quite easy to focus on other things for the rest of the day, which is why I started doing this. So although it's not related to waking up early, but the amount of energy which I get out of coming to this place for meditation, and it's just amazing. It boosts my energy level. So earlier I feel that my energy levels were pretty low, because first of all, because I was not running and I was not meditating, all of that. That's one reason. Another reason is that when I used to wake up at 11 o'clock, you feel a bit lethargic, you feel a bit not so energetic, you feel lazy, right? And because of that, your entire day goes in a very lazy kind of a mood. But now I wake up at 6, I'm very energetic for almost the entire day. I start feeling a bit fatigued after say 8-9 p.m. and I sleep at 11 p.m. after that. Just have my lunch, just have my dinner after 10 o'clock, 11, something like that, and sleep at 11, or at most by 11:30, 12, and wake up at 6. So this has really established my biological cycle in a very good way. And I'm more of a morning person, so studying in the morning is really beneficial to me. So now this is a personal choice for me. So I know that many people claim that they are night people, and even I used to be one of those. I used to say that I'm a night person and I'll sleep till say 3 a.m. and I will study from 12 to 3. I did all of that, and I used to feel that it's very productive for me. But after doing what I'm doing right now, waking up early and sleeping early, I've realized that maybe that was not very true. I was just maybe a bit overconfident, or just trying to convince myself that I'm a night person, whereas I was not, right? So there's no coolness associated with waking up late and all of that. There's nothing like that. You're just trying to it's your life. You have to decide what you want to do with it. So I would just say that try to experiment with this for quite some time. Try to wake up early for maybe a week or two, and just see what happens. I started doing this 6 a.m. thing around 3 weeks back, and I've already started seeing a lot of change in my energy levels. Everything in my life is going positively with all the energy which I'm getting. My channel is expanding well, my academics are going well, and my other ventures, the cat boost and some other things which I'm working on, they are going really well. So everything has just boosted this semester, and this is probably the single most important factor in all of that. Changing my routine, and which is enabling me to achieve more. So I would just advise you to follow it for some time, see what results you get, and do let me know in the comments or on Instagram message or anything what the results were and how it's influencing you. So I would just say that kids my age do not really think of all of this, that waking up early. They just like to party around, just like I used to. And this waking up early is considered more of a school boy or an old guy thing, right? But I think there's certain level of truth in that, and it's said for a reason that early to wake and early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy and wise. So this was for this video. I hope you guys really liked it. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends who are waking up late, and if you are new to this channel and if you like the content, do consider subscribing. And you can check out all my social links in the description section, and you can also check out some really good books from which I learned all of this waking up early thing. So yeah, this was it for this video. I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but I am planning of probably doing a question answer session or something where and I'm thinking of making a periodic thing where people can just ask their questions and I can answer them on the channel, because many people have demanded me for it, and I don't know if I should do it or not. So just let me know in the comments if you feel so. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.